What are your impressions of Dugarco?
Well, this is my probably third visit to Dugarco, and every time I come back, I see something new and something wonderful. This whole new team with the research team and the studio is so exciting. So I'm just happy to be able to meet all of the employees and all of the technicians. They're so skilled and so passionate about the work. So I think it's about the energy that is really making me happy. And every time I spend more time, so we get to understand each other more. And that's really building a great relationship.
So what do you think, how does it stand out from other R&D center you have visited?
Well, I think personally for me, being Vietnam born, I think there's a real kinship and there's a real respect that I have for obviously all of the team at Dugarco, because it's not easy. The fashion industry is very hard, but they are so passionate and they really have so much joy in their work. So that's more of a personal, impression. But on a professional and on a sort of business side, I feel like there's so much care in the way the Dugarco team is doing for all of their work. There's pride and there's a real sort of, belief in doing the best work. So that's what I get from the Dugarco team.
As a renowned designer, what aspect of Dugarco facility and resources do you find most valuable for nurturing creativity and innovation?
Mm-hmm. I think it starts with having experience and having really strong setup in terms of the different departments that really can support their creativity. And it all starts with a great idea. Anything that you do, it's about, having the idea, but the next step is how you can execute it. And I feel like Dugarco has all the department from the resource team to the fit technician to the sewing technician, and working with my coordinated sort of designer. I think that part is all about building this great product. It's not about one person, it's not about one department, it's about all of us working together to really make sure that we can get the end product that we are all proud of.
During your time at Dugarco, have you had the opportunity to interact with any up-and-coming designer?
Yes.
If so, what was your experience like and what advice would you offer them?
Right. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I think the difference about my visit this time is the relationship with the ODM designer, Lily Vu, who really, I think, having the international and global understanding of fashion, I feel like that is always a key to that we can share the same goal to achieve the final beautiful design that I envision for the brand that I'm working for. And I think in the past, it was a little more difficult having to express it, but having someone who has exposure to fashion on a global scale and to really have a personal taste that I think is matching what I envision makes our creativity and our R&D so much more productive and so much more enjoyable. So that's a pleasure, And then also someone who, in my experience of more than, 3 decades, it's really nice to impart my knowledge and my understanding of the business, because it's about sharing your experience with the new generation. That's really exciting.
How do you believe Dugarco virtual reality room enhance the design process and bring added value to designer?
Well, technology is amazing and we should always embrace it. I experienced a 3D VR room, and it's mind-blowing. I think the amount of work that's been put forward, the experimental 3D virtual room is super exciting. I also saw the 3D catwalk, the virtual catwalk, that you can take your design into this fashion show catwalk experience is so incredible. I think for us to show our customers and retailers how the garment will function on the body in a fashion sort of setting is so valuable. And it's not, I have seen it in the past with other demonstrator and different presentation. It felt less impressive than the one that Dugarco has put together. And I think it's only going to get better, you know, with the more that we experiment, the more that we collaborate together, the more that we come up with the same, come up with a great idea to really showcase the design. I think the end product will only get better as we keep doing it.
Yeah, thank you. How do you feel when you work with Dugarco team?
Well, I feel very, very calm. You know, this project that I just put in place was very short term. It was less than a month, so that's not your usual timeline to build a collection. Usually, you give at least 3. If you have the luxury of 6 months, it's even better. But to be able to send sketches a month ago, working with Lily on the technical and the tech pack every day for the last 3 weeks, and then being here in person this week, it seemed very smooth. You know, I think obviously there's a lot of hard work on the Dugarco side. Everybody's very, passionate about creating a perfect product. That is obviously unseen from my side, but I know that it's immense work. So for me, it's been very smooth. I mean, I haven't had any concern. Everything that we see, we work together to make it even better, and we're creating every day. So even the initial idea is one thing, but when we see the proto, we work around it, we improve the way it's finished, the way it's constructed, the proportion, the shape. So it doesn't stop from the sketch. It's always continuous right until the very end. And even looking at our actual fabric that just came in from France, it's already giving us more joy and more sort of like inspiration to now even push it farther. The thing with fashion is that you can always push it to the nth limit. You don't stop at any step of the way, which is really great. There's no limitations. Yeah.
Thank you very much
for your
time and your sharing, also the collaboration with Dugarco.
Yes. Well, thank you to the Dugarco team. And any chance I get back to Vietnam and Hanoi specifically is so welcome.
Thank you.